Hello everyone, this is Orion, Kilo Echo 7 Victor Lima Charlie for the Mesa Amateur Radio Club, Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie. And I'm out here in a local park today, so if you hear noise, you know, people noise and everything, that's what you're hearing. You're hearing a whole bunch of people over there playing in the in the park over there, which is really good. It's a good sign that, you know, things are slowly starting to get back into normal. And it's a good thing to hear people out playing around in the park and everything. I'm hoping that the audio is pretty good because I've got the dead cat on right now. Anyways, September is Emergency Preparedness Month. And so with this, I've brought out a couple items here that I think is kind of important. I know that this is a amateur radio club. But the Mesa Amateur Radio Club is not your typical amateur radio club where we always carry around an HT with us. You know, we have to do everything radio related. A lot of times what we end up doing is we go camping, we're outdoors, things of that nature. But with that being said, some of this stuff that we talk about in the outdoors is very useful and very essential in an emergency situation anyways. So this topic has nothing to do with radio itself. It has everything to do with personal comfort. And the first place that I would like to start off is by, I've got this Klymit Cush. This is going to be kind of a gear review a little bit here. It's Klymit Cush is what the name is. It's a little cushion that you inflate and just basically sit on. Comes in a little sack like this. I don't know exactly how big it is. The weight 3 ounces. Okay, so it's only 3 ounces. Not too bad. If you're in a situation where you're stuck at a park or stuck in a place where you have to have, you know, where you're going to be sitting a long term, and it's not really all that comfortable, this item here would actually be kind of useful. You roll it out. Looks just kind of like a little air mattress in a way, and partially it is an air mattress. This little thing here, you pull to open. Now you got yourself a little cushion here. All right, I mean, it's perfect for, and I'll show you what it looks like here. But, you know, you just basically sit it underneath you, and now you've got yourself a little cushion. This is great for times when, okay, it might be hot. This picnic table here is basically mesh, and it's not the most comfortable place to sit on. And quite honestly, this cushion is actually not too bad. You know, I'm not 100% sure exactly what these little spots are for, but I'm guessing it's so you can put a beer can down or something like that. Quite honestly, when sitting on it, it doesn't really offer all that much place to put a cozy, put a drink down. I don't know why you'd want to put a drink down there anyways. Let me set this back up here. Anyways, I just thought it was kind of nice. I mean, I think I got it from Klymit itself, K-L-Y-M-I-T, and I'll put the links down below. And I think I got it for like $6 or something like that. It wasn't that expensive, and it was, you know, quite honestly, I mean, for sitting out in a situation like this, it's kind of nice to have a cushion. You could bring along a cushion if you wanted to, but you know, in your go bag or something like this, I mean, you saw how small it was. It rolled up really tiny. So, you know, don't dismiss it. Definitely think about it. This is something that, you know, you might want to stuff in your go bag. It does feel comfortable, you know, and it'll make your life a little bit easier. The next item is from Outdoor Vitals. It's basically this one is a camp pillow, and kind of along the same lines as this cushy that I'm sitting on. It's basically a little pillow that you know, Outdoor Vitals. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyways, it comes with a little inflator here. About 4 breaths, and now you got yourself your own little camp pillow. You know, for an emergency situation where, you know, you may have to just grab things from your house and everything, this, you know, putting this in your go kit wouldn't be a bad idea. It's a small little, again, you could probably even sit on this. Quite honestly, I would use it as a pillow, and at least it keeps your head off the ground. You know, and when you go to, you know, roll it up, and so, you know, it close the little inflator. Actually, I'd probably leave it open while you're deflating it, just so that you get everything out of it. And then you stuff back in a little stuff sack, and I mean it folds down to just about a fist. It's not very heavy. It's not very expensive. I think I paid like $9 for it or something like that. It's definitely an item that I'm going to start bringing with me when I go camping. But, you know, since we're talking about emergency preparedness, you want to go as light as possible anyways. And, you know, I mean, if this provides you a little extra comfort, you know, maybe you're in a shelter or something like that, where they may not necessarily have pillows, and, you know, you might get a wool blanket or something like that, but now you have to either fold your coat up or something like that and stuff underneath your head, and sometimes that gets uncomfortable. So something like this, you know, you toss in your car, or, you know, you toss in a small little go kit or something like that, and away you go. Wouldn't be a bad idea. The next item up is cooking. Some places that you might be in an emergency situation, you may not necessarily have the ability to cook, or the ability to get fresh food or anything like that. So the next thing is a little pot and pan. This is a GSI outdoor cooking. It's pretty nice here. I mean, this is pretty standard, and I'll show you this in just a second here. But as you just saw, that I just pulled out my stove, and quite honestly, yeah, a stove, a canister of fuel, and if I had one of those little 99-cent little Bic lighters, I could have tossed it in there. And this one is a 1.8 liter, 48 ounces, actually 1.5, well, yeah, 1.8 liter is what it is. The cool thing is it's got the measurements on the inside of it. I don't know if you can see in that or not, but if you look at that, it's got the measurements on the inside of it, all the way in there. It's pretty nice. That way you don't have to guess. There's a lot of stoves, a lot of pots that have the graduations on the outside, but when you're pouring water and you're looking down and you're having to guess as to where the water level is. And this, you just basically, all you have to do is just, you know, simply pour your water in, and you can see exactly how much water you have sitting there. Now I didn't bring a full bottle, and I know that this is 20 ounces anyways, but I thought I would, you know, but like I said, you can basically fit your fuel canister in it. And then this little stove here is the Pocket Rocket, MSR Pocket Rocket number 2, I believe. And, you know, so, you know, if you're in a situation, this is a very light stove. I mean, it's a very small little stove. And you just basically flip out the little adapter, or the little pot holders, like that. And then you've got the little screw-on portion on the bottom here. And essentially, I believe this is the one that I had open. It doesn't matter. It automatically seals. You just basically screw it in. Make sure you close the valve. Make sure it's all nice and tight. Okay, and I've got a good wind going through here, so there's a lot of, you know, all the propane and everything is kind of going the other direction now. It does make a lot of noise. And that's on. There you go. And you can adjust the temperature however you see fit. And then you boil your water. And I always recommend you bring a small little stove with you on most of the emergency events that I've ever gone to anyways, because sometimes like at any of the aid stations I go to for any of the runs or something, some of them may not necessarily have a stove where you can go over and utilize to cook your own food. And I don't know, MREs, if you watch Chad's videos, sometimes MREs are good, sometimes they're not. Desert or Dirt Road Reset is Chad's channel, and I'll go right ahead and link that down below so you can watch his videos. He's got a very good camping video set up, and he does a lot of good stuff there too. Anyways, I thought I would at least bring this out. This is the Halite boiler 1.8 liter, and holy cow, this stove is hot right now. But I'll go ahead and dump out the water. That's all right. But the nice thing is, everything kind of nicely packs down into. Yeah, it's not too hot. Well, it's still a little bit on the warm side. Anyways, we'll go right ahead and let this all cool down for a little bit, and then what I'll do is I'll pack it all up and put it right back into this. And then it comes with its own little net bag, which is really cool, or a mesh bag. So I've got it all basically broken down here. I've got the stove. It's all cool now. So I got the stove, and then I've got the fuel. Now you just simply drop the fuel in there. You can put the stove in the can as well if you want. You know, which is a great place to do it. It does come with this little red canister case where you can actually just drop it off and drop in here if you want to carry it like this. And there's nothing wrong with that, and then at least you know, okay, I've got my stove. If you put it in here, you know that you have it. I like to store it in with all my other stuff so that I don't have to worry. And like I said, if I had a little Bic lighter or something, I could toss the Bic lighter in here, and then I could basically close this. My only downfall on this, and I don't know if it's just the shape of the pot itself, is the lid doesn't close all the way, but that's all right. And then for the closure, you kind of have to squeeze this, lift it up, drop it down, and now you've got your lid closed. And that's it. Now you got your whole entire cook kit in here. You can basically put it back into your mesh bag here, zip it up, close it tight. Now you got your entire cooking kit all in one. That, and your pillow, and you're good to go. Obviously you need clothes and everything else, but I wanted to at least present this out to you guys. This cooking kit, I can't remember exactly how much it cost on Amazon, but you can find it in multiple different areas. There's the name of it. And I'll post the links to all this in the notes below. So if you have any questions, you know, feel free to give us a shout, put some comments down below, send us an email, let us know what you think. If there's any other gear that you think that would that you should be paying attention to, please put a comment in there, comment down below and let us know. And I hope to see you guys out on one of our trips.